guys, this is Martin Perdomo, the Elite Strategist, and you're listening to Latinos in Real Estate Investing podcast, or you're watching this episode on YouTube. Today, I want to share with you my top 5 books recommendation. For a while now, I've been asked, hey, what are your top 5 books? And a lot of my podcasts and a lot of my videos, I'm always referencing books and quotes and different things. In this episode, I just want to take the time to give you my top 5 books. I was taking notes and I was thinking about the books that I wanted to recommend to you guys today. Man, top 5, and I had like 15, and I wanted to keep going, right? One thing I'll tell you is that the best leaders, the top leaders, are readers. The average CEO, I think, reads 50 or 60 books a year. Okay, there's something to be said about there, right? When you pick up a book and you read a book, you're going into someone else's world, and these books that I'm going to share with you are success principle based books. And we're going to go into some of these books right now, and I'm going to share the impact that some of these books had with me, and these are my top recommendations to you, man. But that will change, right? And that could change as I read more books. Maybe in the future I'll put out different episode giving you new books recommendations. So my first book recommendation is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And this book has a special place in my heart. And the reason for that is when I became a professional salesman, because I've been a salesman since I was 9 years old. I was selling my used toys, my Hulk Hogan, used G.I. Joes to kids walking down the street in New York City. But when I first became a professional salesman, I was struggling. I was making $48,000 a year with a bunch of kids, a mortgage, wife. And at first I was making a lot of money. And when this book was recommended to me, I was in a really tough spot financially, man. I was struggling. I had that pain in my body of like looking around and seeing people killing it, like making a lot of money. And I was stuck. And I met this guy, his name was Harry. He was working for the same insurance company. And he came in and he was making $70,000 a month. And I finally got over myself. I went to him and said, Harry, how do you do that? And he basically summed it up and he said, mindset. And at that point, I was so low, I immediately went and picked up the book. I think I read that book within 5 or 6 days. And I wasn't a reader. I read the book. And within the next 12 months after reading the book, I actually built a home. I built a house, right? The house I still live in now. And I made $104,000. That was my dream income at the time. After I read that book, my mindset changed. I understood that if I saw it, if I believe it, the conversations I had with myself was going to have a major impact in my life. The second one is classic, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Amazing book. Napoleon Hill, took him 20 years to write this book. He took all of the common principles amongst these ultra successful people. It's an amazing book. Not only has it helped and improved me in my life, but it's improved and helped millions of people. This is a classic book that you must read if you're trying to attain success, not just in business, not just get riches, but in life. My third one is The One Thing. It's a more modern book, a more newer book by Gary Keller. This book also is about the discipline of the thinking of the one thing. One thing I took away from that book, and there's one question. My business coach always tells me the results of your outcomes is going to be based on the quality of the questions you ask. One thing. What's the one thing such that when done will make everything else easier or unnecessary? That's a powerful question when you're thinking about your week, when you're thinking about all the things, when you're thinking about that big elephant you have to eat. You have a week and you have all these things you have to get done. When you're thinking about those things, that's a powerful question, because that leverages your mind and your thinking. What's the one thing such that when done will make everything else easier? Number 4, Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Bet-David. What a great book. I recently read this book. Man, I keep referencing back to it. It's more of a business move. It's more of a processing book. It's more of a thinking book. It's really a powerful book that allows you, strengthens you into thinking in terms of process. So a grandmaster chess player is thinking in terms of 15 moves ahead on the chessboard. That's why he's a grandmaster. 15. So this book is about sequencing and thinking ahead. I think this book is extremely powerful, extremely valuable, because It allows you to sequence things. It allows you to think in terms of, hey, I want to do this. I want to get this outcome. So in order for me to get this outcome, I must do, what's the first thing I have to do? I have to do this, and this. When I do this, this will happen or this will happen. It just allows you to think in that way. And the best thinkers in the world think in terms of 15 moves ahead. And the fifth book, it's another classic one, and I struggled with this one, which is How to Win Friends and Influence Others by Dale Carnegie. And that is another amazing book, because if you want to succeed, you need to learn how to influence other people. You need to learn how to relate to other people. To me, that comes naturally. That is my gift. God gave me that gift to be able to connect to people. It doesn't matter who they are, race, religion, color, it doesn't matter. I love people. To others, it's not that easy to connect with people. And this book gives you the skill sets, teaches you how to develop that muscle, on how to win friends and influence others. I'm going to give you a bonus here. The last book that I'm going to recommend, which is, I know I said 5, but I'm going to give you 6. This book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is a common book, but it's a powerful book. Another classic, not a common book, a classic book. That was the book that basically taught me what assets are and liabilities are. He makes it so simple in his teachings. This is an asset, this is liability. An asset makes you money, liability puts money out of your pocket. And I know that's an oversimplified statement, but that's basically what my biggest takeaway from this book. And there's a lot more in this book. This book teaches you about how to create wealth, how to get out of the 9-to-5 rat race. It teaches you about the quadrant, about business owners, entrepreneurs, self-employed. It's just a wonderful, wonderful piece of literature. Highly recommend. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Really, really appreciate it. If you like this content and you like these books, actually, let's debate these books. Tell me what you think. If you read these books and you like this list, or you read any of these books, tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you took away from any of these books. Drop a comment for me, give me a thumbs up, share it with someone, write these books, put these in your audio books or your audibles, or buy them, Barnes & Noble, whatever you do. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.